Okay, we're rolling. We're up here in the Great Smoky Mountains, and the folks at Clobo have given me another new version of their camera to test out, trail and game camera. And this one is unique in that it has a remote control. You can see the panel here, 3 sensors, 20 megapixel camera. You open up a compartment on the bottom and your remote control is in here, and your battery pack is in here, like so. That's kind of neat. And your card is there. There's your SD card. Now I tend to use micro SD with an adapter. That way I can use them in either kind of camera, whether the camera uses regular size or micro size. I particularly like the larger size. And of course it has a DC power input and a USB input. And your on-off switch was right here. Set in the middle and then on. So in the set position, you've got your screen here, and you go into the menu, and I'll go into the menu in detail in a little bit. And that's the way that works. And it's kind of cool because you can see exactly what's going to be in your frame when you have it mounted on the tree or wherever, and you can see it right in here, just like all the cameras, but you don't have to open the door. So I mean, it's a matter of personal preference. I like this. You know, I have a number of these kind of trail cameras. It's getting harder and harder to differentiate trail cameras. They're all pretty good build quality and pretty good features. Just it depends on your personal preference. But this is the first time I've used a remote control camera, and I kind of like it. The remote control works fine. They've included an extra remote control in case you lose one. You store it in the bottom here with the battery compartment, and then when you're ready to shoot, you just turn on the switch and it counts down and it starts firing away. And I've been using this for about 10 days now, really giving it a good torture test. Works great. It was outside in a number of big storms, lots of rain, no problem with water. The thing that really sticks out to me with this camera is the sound quality, which is unusual for a trail camera. I was able to pick up some really unusual sounds. You can put some in the video later, particularly crickets and katydids at night and bird songs, and just the general overall sound quality was really good. And also was the sensitivity. I like, just about any trail camera is going to pick up on big mammals like elk and deer and bear and things like that. But I like to use these cameras for small birds and small things and setups, and it was triggering on hummingbirds and chickadees and chipmunks at a distance, and I'll show you some examples. And really this is a nice solid camera. The only negative that I can see about it for me is it doesn't have a tripod camera mount on the bottom because it's using the door for a different purpose. But I have a lot of other cameras I can use a tripod for, and it has a tripod mount on the back. So in most cases with a tripod you can use this and find a way to mount it on your tripod. But the fit and finish and everything is typically good, like they are in the other Clobo camera. It looks good on a tree, and really it's kind of a difference. I like the way it has the split lights, and it has the 3 IR sensors and the heat sensors that are really sensitive for picking up on small things, and I'll show you some examples. Instruction manual is pretty straightforward, easy to read. It's actually easier now to format discs and things like that than it was on the previous version of the Clobo. The Clobo makes what I consider to be the best tree strap, if that's important to you. Really solid, well-built tree strap, real easy to install with a sort of a metal, real positive attachment, and you can really tighten it up good. I mentioned before I've had some trail cams that were plastic, and if I tightened it up too hard, it actually broke the strap. So I really like this. Is a nice little bonus, and it fits on a tree. Pretty straightforward to use. If you, and I'll go into the details here and show some examples, and we'll have some fun with it. But overall, my impressions are I like it a lot. It's got good quality for shooting birds at close up, good sensitivity for picking up animals, and security purposes at night. Really got good sound, and some people, the sound is more important to some than others. So I would say if you're looking for a security or trail camera, and sound is particularly important if you want to pick up things This one, for whatever reason, just has a better microphone than the other ones I've used over the years. And the best, the proof is in the pudding. We'll put some examples on here, and you can check them out and enjoy. Okay, we're checking out the new Clobo trail camera, the upgraded trail camera. On an actual tree, there's a little shelf on the bottom here, which is like a storage compartment for the remote. And you just reach under here. It's been in the on position, so you just push it to the middle position, and you are in the review position or menu position. And this is not really a fair test of how readable it is because of the feedback between my phone and the menu. So you're in review mode. You take your remote. It's a nice little remote. There's two of them, which is kind of nice. And you just go into the menu position. And I'll go through the menu in detail, in the studio. But just shows you how easy it is to change things on the fly. It's kind of cool. I've never used a trail cam with a remote before. Most often you're just going to change between modes, photo and video. Then when you're done, you put the remote back in the little house like that, and you just seal it up. Looks good on the tree. It's easy to put on the tree. Okay, a quick run through of the menu using the remote control. You press menu, and the first option is mode, video or photo and video. Menu is basically the same. IR interval and IR level. Infrared lamps. Hunting and security, that's the sensitivity. Capture number. Video length. Video size. Language. Set the clock, which is real easy to do. Timestamp. Photo size. Software and audio record. And audio is really one of the strong points of this camera. I was really impressed with the quality of the audio. Time lapse and time setting. And camera name, you can give it a number. And a security code if you want to lock it up. And this is kind of nice. It basically has the same menu as the previous edition of the Clobo camera, but it has the format option is right there. And then the default settings, and you're back to the beginning, and then just simply hit exit, and you hit OK to review your slides, and you can go into menu here and go into the data menu, where you can view the date and time and protect them and delete them all, and basically manage your files. So the menu is real straightforward, real simple to use, and the remote control works great. And they give you an extra remote control. If you watch my video of the earlier version, the non-remote control version of this Clobo camera, the menu is almost identical and the options are just about identical except for a slightly higher megapixel rating of the camera.